Good morning, Sazari. My name is Fizar Hanit as presenter 1
And I am Ronika Ika as presenter 2.
So today we are going to present about a common kitchen tool that uses small engineering design, which is the handful mini chopper. It may look small, but it's actually a smart and practical invention that helps us chop the vegetables or fruit quickly without the electricity. So the mini chopper works using a pull cord mechanism that converts hand movement into a spinning motions of blades. This shows how basic engineering principle like mechanical motion and energy conversion being applied in everyday life. Because it operates manually, it's also eco-friendly, easy to use, and convenient for anyone who wants to save time in the kitchen. In our presentation today, we will explain how it works, the steps for using it, and the safety precaution to follow. So now let's move to step on how to use it. Firstly, you will need to prepare the ingredients like garlic, onion, or chilies. Wash and cut them into smaller pieces for putting them inside this container. Cutting the ingredients make it easier for the blade to chop them evenly. Step 2, place ingredient in the container. So you will need to open the lid and place the ingredient inside the container. Make sure to not overfill it because it will make the blades to jam. Step 3, close and lock the lid. You will need to close the lid tightly and lock it properly. This prevents the contents from spilling out when the chopper is being used. Step 4, pull the handle. So now comes to the main step, which is hold the container with one hand and pull the handle with the other hand. So each pull make the blade spin quickly to chop the food. The more you pull, the finer the chopping becomes. This step shows how linear motion by pulling the cord change into rotational motion, which is spinning blades, which is a key engineering concept. Step 5, check and remove ingredient. After a few pulls, open the lid and check if the ingredients are finely chopped. If not, you can close it again and pull it a few more times until it's really ready. Once done, carefully remove the blades and take out the chopped food with a spoon or spatula. Step 6, clean the chopper. Finally, separate the parts and wash them with soap and water. Always clean the blades carefully and let all part dry before storing. You'll need to remove the blades while cleaning it with sponge or soap. So now I will pass this presentation to my partner Ronika Ika.
Okay, so next we're gonna move into safety precautions. Even though the hand-pulled mini chopper is small and easy to use, safety is still very important. It contains sharp blades and moving parts that can be dangerous if not handled properly. So let's go through some important safety precautions to follow when using the mini chopper. First, always be careful with the blades. They are made of stainless steel and are extremely sharp. You should never touch the blades directly with your hands, especially when cleaning or removing them from the container. Instead, you can hold the blades by the plastic part or use a small brush or sponge to wash them safely. Next, always make sure the lid is locked. Oh my god. It's locked properly before you start pulling the cord. If the lid isn't secured tightly, the ingredients could spill out, or worse, the spinning blades might cause injury to your hands. Another safety rule is don't overfill the container. Fill it only about halfway, because overfilling it can make it hard for the blades to move and can jam the mechanism or break the pull cord. Also, keep your hands and fingers away from the moving parts. When you pull the handle, hold the container firmly on a flat surface so it doesn't slip or fall. And you should also be careful with the types of ingredients you use. So avoid chopping hot food like frozen items, bones or nuts, because they can blend the blades or damage the gear system. And cleaning is another important of safety. After using the chopper, always separate the parts and clean them immediately. Don't leave the food stuck inside, as it can cause bacterial buildup or unpleasant smell. When drying, make sure all parts, especially the lid and cord, are completely dry before storing to avoid rust or mold. And lastly, always keep the mini chopper away from children. The sharp blades and pull cord could be dangerous if handled incorrectly by a child. And before using it each time, inspect the tool carefully. If the cord feels stuck or the blades look damaged, don't use it until it's fixed or replaced. And by following these safety precautions, we can prevent accidents and make sure the hand-pulled mini chopper stay in a good condition for a long time. Yeah. So for the conclusion, this hand-pulled mini chopper is a great example of how simple engineering designs can make everyday life easier and more efficient. It uses basic mechanical principles like motion, force, and energy conversion. When we pull the cord, that movement is transformed into a spinning action that powers the sharp blades to chop food quickly and evenly. What makes it interesting is that it can work without electricity, which means it's energy saving and environmentally friendly. This also makes it useful in many situations. For example, like during camping, picnics, or power outages, because it's small, portable, and easy to operate everywhere. Through this tool, we can see how engineering applies not only to big objects like bridges or buildings, but also to small inventions that improve our daily tasks. So, through this tool, we can see how engineering applies not only to big projects like bridges or buildings, but also to small inventions that improve our daily tasks. And it also reminds us that good design doesn't always have to be complicated. Sometimes the simplest mechanism can have the biggest impact on convenience and sustainability. However, as we mentioned earlier, safety is very important. Using this chopper correctly and handling the blades with care helps prevent injuries and keeps the tool in good condition. So overall, this hand-pulled mini chopper shows how creativity and engineering can come together to solve real-life problems efficiently, safely, and sustainably. It's a small device, but with a big purpose in making our daily cooking easier and smarter. So that is all from us. So thank you very much.